Yeah, there's been plenty of ups and there's been plenty of downs as well. But overall, absolutely loved being here, and maybe that's why I've hung around for as long as I have. But yeah, it's certainly been a bit of a roller coaster, but yeah, hopefully we're on a way up at the minute.
So you joined us as a fresh-faced teenager. Your first games were in the European Challenge Cup against the Spanish champions, hat-trick on debut. What got you into the rugby? I mean, obviously it runs deep in the family with Matthew and sort of your younger brother as well, Finley.
Yeah, what goes into rugby? I suppose we had a rugby club quite close to where my dad worked and stuff at Concert, and Matthew started going when he was about 6, and he was loving it, so I was sort of sat at home thinking, oh, he's having a class time, what's he up to? So I went and joined in, and I think it's just gone from there. We love playing, it's competitive, which we're quite a competitive family, and especially me and Matt just being a couple of years between each other, there's plenty of competition, and rugby certainly gives you that, and we happen to be alright at it as well. So yeah, just from Concert and then through school, we went to Barnard Castle, which is a big rugby school, and you know, probably blossomed there, and then actually it was a realisation you can make this as a living. So yeah, we've just been a rugby family from a young age.
And when was the first interaction with the Falcons? When did you come into sort of the academy structures and join the club?
Yeah, probably sort of that 15, under 15 sort of age groups, when the counties and all that sort of stuff get selected, and you go on to regionals and internationals if you're good enough. And probably from there, I remember Falcons would have scouts there. It's when John Fletcher and Pete Walton were a part of the academy, and just got picked up through there. Managed to get a couple of chances at county level, and must have done all right. And the Falcons signed me up from there. So
first team debut came against Gloucester, and you started early in your career as an inside centre. So what precipitated the change from that to fullback, where you've enjoyed the majority of your starting appearances?
I don't know, probably because I haven't got the best of passes or at that time. I think back then I was a lot more abrasive, and maybe that's where they saw me in that role as trucking it up. I probably didn't have quite the weight to be doing that at the time, but no, just slowly evolved back to the back three, and I've been there for pretty much 8-9 years now, and seem to be hanging on in there. So it's a place I feel comfortable in and enjoy playing at fullback. That freedom to join the attacking line, and then also being that sort of bomb diffuser or last line of defence is something that probably suits my strengths.
And as part of your education, I suppose, no better to learn from than Matt Burke, an absolute legend in the fullback position.
Yeah, I mean, Berkey, absolute legend for club and for his country. Fortunate enough that I was sort of coming through the academy when he was ripping it up here at Kingston Park, and managed to try and pick some tips off him, and I don't know if I've got anywhere near what he would have been doing, but and it was not he got his injury, which kind of gave me the hole to come in and get my first team opportunities. So no better man to learn off, and it was just unfortunate he wasn't here for a bit longer.